Hello friends, so welcome to my video where we'll be doing fundamental analysis of PVR cinemas and Inox Leisure. These belong to Indian multiplex industry, and in my previous video I've explained how multiplexes work, what are their source of income and where all these companies spend money. Please check it out so that you can make most out of this video. Let's start by looking at presence of both these companies throughout India. PVR has 822 screens in 71 cities and Inox has 614 screens in 68 cities. PVR has 179,000 seating capacity in all its theatres combined. Inox has 142,000 seats. In its last financial year, it witnessed footfall of 9.9 crore people, whereas in Inox it was 6.25 crore people. Now, if we look in depth and see region-wise number of screens held by both these companies, here yellow part is East India. So in East India, Inox has 87 screens and PVR has just 47 screens. So Inox is leader when it comes to East India. When it comes to West India, which is denoted by orange region, it's almost same, 249 and 250 screens. When it comes to North India, which is represented by grey, and South, which is shown by blue color, PVR is a clear leader here with 248 and 281 screens. Inox has just 139 and 138 screens in these regions respectively. I have explained in my previous video the importance of Bollywood and South Indian films in Indian multiplex industry. That's why it's a strategic move by PVR to increase its screens in North India and South India. Next, if we start looking at financial aspects of these companies, revenue from operations. Operations means all sources of revenue that are involved in multiplex. About this I have explained in my previous video. Please check it out. The revenue for both these companies has been increasing steadily, and the year-on-year growth for Inox is 26% and PVR is 31%. For last financial year, that is 2018-2019, its revenue was 1,692 crore, whereas for PVR it's 3,120 crore. Almost PVR has 2 times the revenue that of Inox. Next, if we look at EBITDA, which gives a rough idea about profit before tax or interest or depreciation or amortization. PVR Cinemas EBITDA is 619 crore and its year-on-year growth is 43%, and Inox is 309 crore with year-on-year growth of 47%. Again, PVR Cinemas has around 2 times the EBITDA of Inox. Next, to give a much more deeper view into profit, let's look at profit after tax. So this is the actual profit amount which company has got after removing all taxes, all expenses, all maintenance charges, everything. And this gives a better idea of how company is performing. If you see, Inox has 133 crore, but PVR has just 189 crore. As we saw in previous slides, almost revenue and EBITDA was 2 times that of Inox, but profit after tax is just 1.5 times. So this is little bit alarming, and if we look into the debt structure, we'll get to know why this PVR Cinemas PAT is less when compared to its revenue or EBITDA. Again, year on year growth 52%, and here it's 16%. I'll explain in my next slide why PVR Cinema there has been a drastic jump in its revenue and EBITDA or PAT from its financial year 2017 and 2018. To understand all this, we need to look at debt structure of each of these companies. Inox has almost zero debt. It has declared itself as a net debt-free company. So what do we mean by net debt? If a company has cash more than its debt, then it's called as net debt-free company. Inox has less than 100 crore debt and its cash reserves are more than 100 crore. That's why it's a net debt-free company. If we look at PVR Cinemas, it had 830 crore on August 2018. And then in August 2018, it acquired SPI Cinemas by again taking a loan of around 450 crores, and thus its complete loan as of August 2018 was 1,282 crore. Why PVR Cinemas wanted to buy SPI Cinemas this badly was because SPI Cinemas was well-established cinema multiplex in South India, and as you all know, South Indian films are a good contributor to box office collection. That's why it was a strategic move by PVR Cinemas to acquire SPI Cinemas. As of today, PVR Cinemas has loan of 1,250 crore. Recently, PVR is planning to raise 300 crore through its right issue so that this 300 crore can be used to reduce the debt which is there on PVR. What is right issue? Right issue is a way in which company tries to raise some money from its shareholders. How it does is it offers certain stakes, that is shares, at a premium price to its current shareholders. For example, recently Reliance came up with right issue of 1:15. What it means is that if a person has 15 shares of Reliance, then he'll get one share, that is 1:15, one share of Reliance at a premium price. That premium price depends on company, and the number of share ratio will also depend on company. More details of PVR right issue has not been revealed yet. Average ticket price is the average price which a person has to pay to watch movie at each of these companies. So it's 210 rupees at PVR and it's 197 rupees at Inox. It's a bad thing for consumer, but it's not a bad thing for company who are selling tickets. So they're generating more revenue from one person. Next, if you look at spendings per head, it is nothing but other than ticket costs, all the spending made by any person comes under this category, that is spendings per head, and it's 91 rupees at PVR and Inox is it's at 74 rupees. Again, PVR is at a better position when it comes to spendings per head. So both spendings per head and average ticket price contribute more towards the revenue of PVR cinemas. Next, if we look at occupancy, that is how full the theaters are. PVR has been able to achieve a number of 36% against Inox value of 28%. So what this means is that 36% of theater is full whenever a movie is screened on average, whereas in Inox it's 28%. So one disadvantage of this occupancy rate being low is that you're spending more money on less people. That is, you're spending more money like electricity charges, maintenance charges, just for occupancy rate of 28% at Inox. But at PVR, you're spending the same electricity charge and maintenance charges, but on 36% of people. So you're more efficiently using your money. Okay, guys. Next, if we look at promoter holding, a promoter holding in any company shows the confidence which promoter has in that company. Higher the promoter holding, more confidence the promoter has in these companies. If we look at that, PVR Cinemas and Inox, PVR Cinemas has just 20% PV promoter holding, and even this value has been decreasing over past 6 quarters. Whereas at Inox, it's at a constant value of 51.89%. Next, if we look at effect of lockdown on these both multiplexes, and if we analyze them in depth, we can get to know who will be a better player post-COVID recovery. Both these companies are not generating any revenue, or their income sources have all been frozen down, and that's why zero revenue for past 2 months for both the companies. So they are on the same level here. Next, if we start looking at expenses, movie exhibition cost, again it's zero because they're not acquiring any movies and they're not screening any movies, that's why it's almost zero. Raw food material cost is again zero. Rent and CAM, that is common area maintenance. PVR has large presence in India and it has more screens, whereas Inox has little less screens compared to PVR. So PVR will have to pay more rent than Inox cinemas. And one relief factor here is that usually multiplexes come in agreement with the mall that they will not pay rent when they are not operational. So according to that agreement, these companies don't have to pay rent for past 2 months, but there will be few malls which won't accept to this, and that's why there is around 10% rent and CAM which has to be paid by both of these companies. Next, employee salaries. So to know employee salary expense of each of these companies, we need to look at the number of employees. If we look at that, it's 13,000 at PVR and it's just 2,000 at Inox Cinemas. So clearly, PVR is spending more and more on its employees, and during the lockdown, it's going into loss. That's why it's at a bad position when compared to Inox. Next, if we look at interest that needs to be paid on debt, again, PVR has a lot of debt and interest is also going every month. whereas Inox is almost debt-free company and its zero debt puts it in a better position. And I feel that the post-lockdown, Inox will come out to be at a better position than PVR Cinemas. Now, to conclude, let's do strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat analysis of PVR Cinemas and Inox Leisure. First, by looking at strength of PVR, it's a market leader, has good presence all over India. South India also it has strong presence, which is second highest contributor after Bollywood. And PVR has a privilege card which works on subscription model. And recently they announced that it got subscription of 1 crore members, which is pretty huge. How this subscription model works is people pay money upfront and then they'll start watching movies. As they watch movies, money will get cut from their subscription card and they'll again be rewarded points for watching each movies. 1 crore member under its subscription model is a pretty huge thing, and this shows strong customer base of PVR cinemas. When we come to strengths of Inox, it's almost a debt-free company and cheaper ticket prices is one more advantage for Inox because after COVID-19, people will not be willing to spend more and more money on watching things like movie or other entertainment activities. But even if they feel like doing it, they'll go for cheaper price, and Inox will be a go-to option when compared to PVR cinemas. Then higher promoter holding at Inox puts confidence in stakeholders. And again, friends, these are my opinions. Please do your own analysis and invest in any of the stocks, and also consult your broker before investing in any of them. Next, if you look at weakness of PVR cinemas, it has high debt when compared to its peer. They have to pay interest as well during this lockdown period. So that is a huge negative for PVR cinemas. Promoters are reducing their holdings over past few years, and even that is little alarming. Whereas Inox, the problem is its revenue from single customer is less. As we saw, average ticket price and spending per head was very low for Inox. That means that people are paying less price for tickets, but company is not gaining more from each customer. So Inox will have to work on that. Next, if we look at opportunities, PVR has good customer base. So you can see that 1 crore subscription model shows that the confidence which people have in PVR cinemas and its quality. Average ticket price is higher at PVR cinemas, and usually people who go to watch movies at PVR cinemas are rich class families, and these people, when they're spending 500 rupees 1000 rupees on tickets, they don't mind spending another 1000 rupees on popcorn and food. Per head revenue is very high for PVR cinemas when compared to Inox. They are thinking of coming up with the right issue to reduce the loan, so this is one more opportunity for PVR cinemas. If you look at Inox opportunities, as of now Inox has zero debt, so it can take loan in these coming days and start occupying small players in this sector. So what happened during COVID time is that most of these companies were under lockdown, and there are many other companies who are on the verge of bankruptcy. So Inox can take loan and buy these companies and increase the number of screens it has all over India and increase its presence. So Inox can think of expansion plans in the coming days post COVID-19, so that companies that are going to be bankrupt can be acquired by Inox at cheaper price, and Inox will have a strong presence in India. Next, if we look at threats, PVR Cinemas, as we all know, it has highest debt when compared to all its peers, and expansion plans in near future. That is, to expand their screens, they'll have to take again loan, and expansion plan in near future is very doubtful when it comes to PVR Cinemas. And the threat under Inox Cinema is that Inox had gotten into a fight with Book My Show, and there were no tickets of Inox being sold on Book My Show for 3 months. And because of this, the convenience fee income for Inox fell down. So if these things happen again, then there will be reduced revenue for the company, and its peers will take advantage and they'll get more and more customers. So Inox will have to start working on its relationship with all its employees and with other members like Book My Show or the multiplexes or the malls which they are working in. So to conclude, friends, The lockdown, which has been going on from past 2 months, has put PVR cinemas at a little bad position because of its high debt and because of its high number of employees. The lockdown is opened, and if more and more people go and watch movie, the revenue will go multifold for PVR cinemas because of its strong presence in South India and North India. Whereas if we talk about Inox has been at a better position when compared to all its peers, and it can start occupying or acquiring these small companies that are on the verge of bankruptcy due to COVID-19 lockdown, and it can increase its strong base in India and become a market leader. Also have to work on increasing the revenue that it generates from single customer. So these are the things that both these companies have to work on, and I would suggest that you guys have to wait for some more days and watch over these stocks and look how lockdown is being lifted and when the movies will be coming back. Even if lockdown is lifted right away, nobody will go and watch movie. So that is one more factor that needs to be considered. That is psychology of people when it comes to watching movie. So it's a wait and watch stock for both of these. So again, friends, I'd like to say that please do your own analysis and consult your broker before buying any of these stocks. So I'm again suggesting you to watch my previous video wherein I explained the working of this entire sector. It shows a source of revenue and where all money is being spent. If you get to know that, then the news that will be coming in these days, you'll get to know how it will affect each of these company. So please watch that video and get clear understanding of how this entire sector works and invest accordingly. Please subscribe to my channel if you like the video. Thank you, friends.